of the brand new season of What's Up?
And what's down? I'm Terrence.
And I'm Sage, and sis, do we got some tea for you?
Tea is very piping, so I think we ought to get started. Unfortunately, as the saying goes, the good do really die young. And another shocking headline hit the music world that rapper and producer Mac Miller died at the age of 26. Hollywood and fans all around the world are both shocked and sad by his untimely passing. He died from an apparent overdose in his San Fernando Valley home in California on September 7th. He was pronounced dead at the scene. For those of you that follow up closely with Mac Miller or celebrity news in general, know that Mac Miller had been dealing with a substance abuse problem for years now, and it's also affected his relationships. Mac Miller and Ariana Grande, who had made a headbanger called The Way together back in 2013 and many other hits, dated happily for a few years. After they broke up, however, around May 2018, the substance abuse problems began again, and Mac Miller was getting arrested for DUIs and much more, while it appeared to be that Ariana Grande moved on rather swiftly and began dating SNL comedian Pete Davidson shortly after. Once people found out about this passing, especially it being an overdose, some fans began to solely blame Ariana Grande for his death. People were blaming her so much that she had to disable her comments on Instagram on her memorial post of the late rapper. Regardless of who you want to blame, his abrupt death is still heartbreaking to fans and celebrities all around the world. Everyone from Shawn Mendes to Dave East, James Corden, Chance the Rapper, Ed Sheeran, and much more tweeted their devastation about the rest of this news. Rest easy, Mac Miller. The world is grateful for the talent we got to experience from you. I mean, honestly, like when I heard the news, I was actually doing an event on campus, and I mean, it's just so sad. I mean, you know, this summer, like we've lost a few rappers, and even Demi Lovato with her situation. Like I think we just, as a society, we really need to start addressing overdoses and opioids and all of that as a real, true concerning topic.
And I think it's even more tragic that he had just released an album, I think in August, and he was tweeting about how excited he was for touring again, and how happy he was to tour and perform in front of all of these fans and people that look up to him. I know a lot of people from my high school were like, Mac Miller defined high school for me. Like he was
that guy.
Someone that I looked up to, and
he was that guy.
It's just such a heartbreaking loss.
Yeah, the tour was starting next month, actually.
I know.
The tour was starting next month, and he also said in a few tweets previously back that he really never wanted to be this guy. He never wanted to end up like this guy. Just the overdose. So that's
really
just sad.
So
shout out to his family. Yes. Prayers are with them.
The simply adorable romantic comedy To All the Boys I've Loved Before premiered on Netflix on August 17th, and not only did the characters in the movie melt the hearts of viewers everywhere, but the on-screen chemistry led them to believe that there was something else there. Saying you don't ship Noah Centineo and Lana Condor together is saying that you don't know all the words to Justin Bieber's song One Time. It just isn't possible. When Elle asked Condor if she was dating Noah, she played it very coy in her response. She stated, well, I'm not going to answer that. I love Noah. I think he's the greatest guy in the world. I mean, who wouldn't? He's the internet boyfriend. The youngs and the olds are thirsting over him. Seems pretty suspicious to me, Lana. But just because Lana gave a rather cheeky answer to explain her real-life relationship with her co-star, doesn't mean he did the same. When Noah was asked to address the dating rumors, he confirms that they are nothing more than brother and sisters. For those of you who have been friend-zoned, me included, we all know that once you're referred to one of the bros, there's no getting out. So even though Lana and Noah play the role of perfect love interests in their new film, they are only just friends. Really, really good friends. For now, at least. I am going to give this an up, because that means Noah is still single, ladies, so we got a shot, all right?
During one of the most important times of the year in the fashion world, a headline popped up recently on all of our social media pages that if most of you are in tune with the world, we didn't want to see or happen. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj got into an altercation during New York Fashion Week. Yes, you heard me correct. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj got into a fight during New York Fashion Week. Now, if you're not up to speed, let me catch you up really quick on their history. The media have been using any and every way to pin these two against each other since the song Motorsport and the music video, which has had separate scenes with the Migos and the two female rappers, and some even take the beef back even further. Well, we thought whatever beef or subliminal things that were going on between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj were squashed at the Met Gala this year when pictures of the two were released with smiles, hugs, and fashion designer from Moschino, Jeremy Scott, photobombing the pic. Nicki Minaj even bought Cardi B and Offset's, one of the Migos' new bundle of Joy Culture, a few things after her birth. So how could they be fighting? Sources don't know much until the actual cause of the altercation that happened at Harper's Bazaar Icon Party at the Plaza Hotel in New York City. However, Cardi B was seen lunging and shouting and throwing a red high heel at Nicki Minaj. Things got so heated, NYPD came and escorted Cardi B out while Nicki Minaj and the astonished guests and employees went back to their evening, or they at least tried to. I'm definitely gonna say I'm gonna have to give this a thumbs down. Cardi, wrong place, wrong time. This is wrong place, wrong time. And I love Nick, so there we go.
For all my fellow Yeezy fans out there, we may face another interesting presidential campaign in 2020. That's right, Kanye 2020. On the podcast, The Dan Wooten Interview, Kanye's close friend John Legend reveals that Kanye is seriously considering running for president in the 2020 elections. But this isn't the first time that Kanye has mentioned running for president. Back at the 2015 MTV VMA Awards, Kanye made headlines when he announced his plans to run.
I have decided in 2020 to run for president.
Still, however, unclear which party he would run for. Legend said, "If I had to guess, I think he'd run as an independent, but he's never told me what party he would run from. But he's publicly said multiple times that he's interested in running for president." The 2020 elections are still just a few years away, and I'm sure it'll be an interesting race to keep up with, especially since we all know how much Kanye likes to rant. I'm gonna give this both an up and a down. I'm not sure how I feel about putting Kanye West in the Oval Office, but I'm definitely interested to hear what kind of things he wants to do for this country. Make America Yeezy again? So Terrence, how do you feel about Kanye 2020?
I mean, Kanye's definitely a musical genius. He definitely doesn't fray back from what's on his mind, kind of like our current leader right now. So
where's the tea? Where's the tea?
But I think that it would definitely be interesting. It would definitely be interesting.
You know what? I want to see a female in office. So Kim Kardashian, hello, yes, it's me. If you're watching, why don't you run for president? I think that would be interesting. I would like to see Kim Kardashian.
I think that is. I mean, she runs the Kardashians anyway. She turned her family into a multi-billion-dollar corporation. So, I mean, who's really the brains behind all of this?
And also, I just don't know how I feel about watching Kanye debate for 20 minutes of just Kanye talking.
Yeah, Kanye's smart, but Kanye rants. We all know that.
We all know. All right, I think that wraps it up for the first episode of What's Up, What's Down this season. I'm Sage.
And I'm Terrence.
Stay cool, kids.